Well, I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Hill here with your Wednesday morning forecast. And now through the end of this week, it's going to be hot, it's going to be humid, and that's exactly what I am tracking. Temperatures into the mid-90s by the time we hit Thursday and Friday, feeling like closer to 100 degrees. There could be some isolated storms around. I think the best chance is going to be Onslow, Duplin County as we go on through the day today. And then, again, the typical splash and dash sea breeze action potentially as we go in through tomorrow and Friday. Now, stronger storms do arrive here for the weekend, especially the second half of the weekend. But that is going to break our heat wave. And, again, the potential is there for some of those storms to get on the frisky side here as we head on in through the day on Sunday. So I'll be continuing to track and alert you to that. Also, taking a look at the minor river flooding yet again. That'll be with us as we head on in through the weekend. Again, just some isolated storms around for the day today, and then we'll be looking at hot and humid weather as we head on in through the next couple days here. Had a pretty good thunderstorm complex develop across the Albemarle Sound counties right before midnight and has marched its way down towards the beach. And as a result, we saw just shy of a quarter of an inch of rainfall in and around New Bern and Havelock for the early morning hours here. Has not really contributed all that much as far as the river flooding is concerned, but we still are tracking that Neuse River rising now at 16 feet, expected to crest at 17.6 as we go in through Sunday. So each time the river forecast comes out, a little bit longer duration until that crest. That's been the trend here recently, as well as a little bit higher as far as the water level is concerned. So we're about 17.5 feet right now. That is going to start to have some minor impact on the areas around the river and around Kinston. Also, the Contentia Creek in Hookerton, Greene County, that is pretty much reaching its peak as we go on through this morning, and then kind of slowly falling as we head on through the next several days here. Isolated storms, Onslow, Duplin County, that's probably the best chance of seeing them for the day today. Mid-90s yet again, some patchy ground fog overnight tonight under mainly clear skies with warm, humid temperatures continuing. And then tomorrow, again, mid to upper 90s where we're headed, feeling like out the door for tomorrow afternoon. It all has to do with the way this weather pattern is set up, that heat dome that is basically parked over the Ohio Valley with us being on the southeast side of the circulation of this. And that's why you see the clouds going the way that they are. This little system that came through in the early morning hours here was a weak little short wave, again, riding from northeast to southwest around the rim of this upper level heat dome here. And that heat dome is going to eventually start to break down. Now, notice as we go through tonight and tomorrow, it actually shifts west a little bit more, giving us more of a easterly wind at the mid-levels of the atmosphere, and then it kind of starts to merge with the other upper-level ridge that's sitting out here across Utah. So by the time we hit Thursday, from the Rockies all the way eastbound, we've got an upper-level ridge here. Notice also an upper-level low that is backing off to the south and west across the Gulf of Mexico. We'll continue to watch it. Right now, I don't think it's going to be developing any name system, but we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. Again, it's something I am going to continue to watch. And then you'll notice we start to break that ridge down as we head in through Friday, as a cold front's going to be working its way into the area still with the upper-level ridge out over the Rockies, and then the one off the east coast here gets pushed out towards Bermuda, and that's going to allow this front to come in. But again, like we've seen thus far, it only comes in so far because then it starts to meet resistance from the upper-level ridge off of the southeast coast of the U.S. Again, another upper-level low, kind of tracking around that flow there, headed towards Florida, but again, not anticipating any development there with that. Now, as we go in through Sunday and Monday, that's when the cold front's going to be coming in, but you'll notice the height lines are kind of more parallel. We don't have that digging trough coming in to really drive this nice, refreshing, cool Canadian air mass into the neighborhood here. So as a result, it's going to stay warm and humid for us here in the east over the next several days. Here's how things play out. Very light and variable winds around the area with that high pressure in control of our weather. Again, Onslow County, Duplin County, Pender County could see an isolated storm or two, but for the majority of us, we will remain on the dry side with a south-southeasterly wind eventually overnight tonight. You'll notice future tracks picking up on maybe some low clouds and fog across Onslow, Duplin, Carteret County as we go on through the early morning hours tomorrow. And then again, possibly an isolated storm or two along the sea breeze front, but the majority of us will remain on the sunny and hot side as we head on through the end of this week. Now, you'll notice a little bit more action being picked up there off the coast as we head on through Friday into Saturday. That's something I'm watching. This is kind of a new twist there with the models. The upper level ridge, where it's located, it's trying to bring maybe a vortex up along the beaches there, and that's possible from that upper level low that is sitting down over Florida. So it's something that we may have to tweak our forecast headed into the weekend here. Here's how things break down as far as the tropics are concerned. Not really a whole lot of action going on. Again, we've got the upper level low off the coast of Florida, the other one that's headed into the western Gulf of Mexico, but very dry air all across the deep tropics here. The Nat Julian oscillation not really looking all that favorable for any kind of development. You'll notice hardly any waves even coming off of Africa as we've gone through the last 24 hours or so. So the tropics remain quiet. That's a good thing, as we're not going to be tracking any potential disastrous storms, at least for the next week or so. Isolated storms, Onslow, Duplin, Pender County for the day today. As we head on through Thursday and Friday, I guess there could be an isolated one develop along the sea breeze front, but I think the majority of us are going to remain on the dry side. We'll be looking at maybe some action, again, along the coast on Saturday. I'll have to see if it gets in here as early as late Friday night, that the models are trying to hint at, and a better chance of showers and storms as we progress through later on Sunday, and especially on Monday and Tuesday, with that front kind of stalled across the area here. So the heat is on for the remaining part of the week, and then we're back to the cooler but more humid conditions as we head into next week. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Dill. Have yourself a good Wednesday.